See where I'm going with this? Scorch is stuck inside of a glass box. And press said button so then water will fill up the box and he will drown. Now, either you give us. Now, that won't happen if you give us the password and the email. That is all. When I say something, that goes for every single one of us protesters. And if we don't get the email and password, like we have kindly asked for, then Scorch dies.
If you bring the fuel, I'll bring the flame.
It is red hot in the gaming weekly tonight as the cold spreads here on Fortnite. The celebrity game is indeed back. After a short hiatus, we're back scaling this top-notch game. These players are set for action. AdrianTheVoice and Undead Freaks have been at the game. So what a show last week. It was off the hook, but it was also controversial because Executive Scorch was abducted by the dangerous protesters and they have strapped him inside a glass crypt in which if we do not subscribe to their demands and give them the email and password, the protesters will murder Scorch as Scorch's life is on the line. The channel's life is on the line as well because guess what? TGW executives will be present tomorrow night. But what a huge implication for this Fortnite matchup because there will be 2 rounds. The last man standing in each round will be the #1 and #2 contender to insert themselves into the one-on-one match that will be taking place at the TGW 20,000 event that will be happening soon within the Fortnite Championship on the line. Now this matchup is underway, so I guess the first question you have to ask yourself, Undead, how will these players get along? Remember, the last man standing will be the content for the championship match, right? So in essence, you want your player to get eliminated, so to speak. You want your teammates to lose.
Oh, I sure hope they all lose because they all suck. I can't.
Man. There will be one winner here tonight, though. Not all of them. And, you know, I disagree with you, Undead, though. I feel like these are great TGW players. And to start things off, though, these players exclusive to TGW, and you won't see this type of action anywhere else on YouTube. And there you see the overabundance of young talent. I mean, this is Genji Gamer for the first time in TGW history making his first debut here tonight. Plummet the ranks here to try to become that #1 contender, to try to be that contender to enter and insert himself into that championship match, but also Raminated. You see, Raminated we've been seeing over the past few weeks as well in the Call of Duty Black Ops game. This is actually a little bit of a yeehaw, so to speak, for Raminated because this could be his opportunity tonight to be the #1 contender. And take a look at this. Yellowish Object making his return tonight. This is going to be absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen, because Yellowish Object has an announcement later on concerning the returning of Broken Teeth.
It's been a long time since I've been here. I've been destroyed because Rebel Yellow have betrayed the Rebel Weekly. It was I who made a thread who told everybody for TGW noticed that the hacker was gonna hack TGW and Yellow betrayed the Rebel. Decided. Well, this is a 1-2. Jack.
Returns tonight as well. Yellowish Object with a huge return later on. Undead, are you excited to see Yellow back?
Coming over to Haunted
No, because he's just basically a stupid little kind-hearted goof like you and every other stupid idiot in this community. Mostly stupid decisions.
You should be the last man calling anyone a goof. You're the biggest goof of all.
Christ.
If I was a goof, then guess what? I wouldn't be right for, let's see, past month.
You've been wrong ever since day one.
Wrong ever since day one. It seems like I've been right, though, about everything, about consequences recently, which you're definitely going to suffer.
Well, Undead, you're going to have to give credit to these guys. The great TGW players here tonight. This Yellowish Object has just obtained a plane here in this matchup. This is going to be a very interesting
Damn.
Yes, you do care because you're going to be calling the action. But nonetheless, though, this is going to be an interesting factor because let's not forget what is at stake here in this matchup. The #1 contender will be crowned in this first round match. The second round will happen next. But again, could it be Yellowish Object, who again we're still waiting for next in the second round? I do want to point out that Genji Gamer just got eliminated moments ago, so it has come down to this. Rominated and Yellowish Object are involved in this matchup. Now remember, usually when it comes to a Fortnite game, these two players are going to be working together. However, this is the last man opportunity. The last man standing will be the #1 contender to insert themselves into the championship match, the Fortnite championship match. So they're not going to be helping each other on that.
That's a good thing, because then I get to see all of them go after each other, and I get to see everybody suffer. As long as I see everybody suffer, I don't really care what happens to everybody else.
But on that, I mean, here's the
joy
thing.
in pain.
Of course you do. I mean, you've been celebrating over the past couple of weeks that apparently Scorch is going to die, although I believe, in my estimation, despite the fact that everybody here in TGW has been walking the old proverbial eggshells, everybody has been somewhat, well, scared of Scorch's abduction. But on that, you're going to be celebrating, aren't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't I celebrate? I mean, the man's stubborn. I hope he drowns to death, and I hope it's very slow as well.
That's real nice. Of course you would say that as Romanita begins to just chop down this tree here tonight into this matchup.
Now he's
ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, though, we're going to be joined by Rogue Mimicou. Let's not forget Rogue Mimicou, so we are going to go ahead and reset that story. Rogue Mimicou, part of the protesting team. In fact, it was just a couple of weeks ago in which Rogue Mimicou announced to the entire TGW community that they have Scorch abducted and they're going to strap him inside a concrete crypt, in which, of course, Scorch could die if we do not subscribe to their demands, and that being the email and password in TGW. We have to give them the email and password, otherwise Scorch will never be seen again. And Undead, you've been celebrating, you have just been laughing so hard about this. I mean, this is completely sickening in my mind, sickening to everyone who has a rational mind, that is. But, I mean, you're the only one that's celebrating.
Do I care what everybody else thinks? No, I do not. Because everybody else's thoughts are irrelevant. My thought is relevant. Yeah, like you.
The great TGW fans and members are not irrelevant. The great TGW fans and members are not irrelevant. How can you say that?
I beg to differ, because they're all actually more of idiots than the rest of you. Except you're the king idiot of all of them.
That's real nice. In fact, I carry you on commentary every single week. I get no credit out of that.
Carry me? Oh no, I think I carry you, or else I would have been gone a long time ago. I don't accept being carried. I am a leader, not a follower.
Well, Rogue Mimicou is going to be joining us a little bit later on. I cannot wait, because last week you had the opportunity to conduct that interview with Rogue Mimicou. Rogue Mimicou sat there and told everybody that apparently Scorch was a dictator, that Scorch was a bad man, that Scorch should have just listened to the demands, the grievances delivered by Assassin Hot Dog and Wick Pilot. Although they lost fair and square, you're already here kissing it. His rear end.
I'm not. No, I'm not kissing nobody's rear end. I'm standing up for what I believe. I believe that you guys should listen to the protesters. I believe that everything Rogue said was right. Adding on that Scorch is stubborn.
So in your
I have
logic,
a few more words I'd like to say about him, but I won't.
So I guess in your logic, so if Yellowish Object and Rominated don't win this matchup, right? Say that they both get eliminated. They have the right to abduct someone because they didn't win?
Yeah. Yeah, if they lose, they have the right to abduct someone, but they're standing for the good side.
You can't be that much of an idiot, can you?
I know, I'm actually smarter than you, so, no.
Well, speaking about smart, though, speaking about smart, Undead, I'll tell you, Yellowish Object is currently in the plane, which gives him the opportunity to be the last man standing. Let's not forget the implications into this match of the stakes here. Whoever's last man standing will be inserted in the last man standing for the #1 contender. Not quite, because this is anything goes. Yellowish Object doing everything he can to be the last man standing, to climb up the ranks, to climb up the ladder, so to speak, being at the top of the mountain, and be the greatest TGW player of all time, to be the Fortnite champion. And speaking about the Fortnite champion, I cannot believe that it was just a couple of months ago in which, of course, the ex-coordinator of TGW, Salazar Familia, stripped the ex-Fortnite champion R.A. Zink before, of course, Salazar got fired due to his actions, his shenanigans. And you know what? I shed no tears for Salazar Familia.
Hey, Zink is still gone, so I really don't care that much about Salazar anymore. Yeah, he's gone. I don't care. I'm still here.
Yeah, being an idiot. Every single week. I carry you, though. Don't worry about it. As you can see, Yellow Shoptic, who is continuing here on TGW tonight. Want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for joining us here tonight, a part of the Gaming Weekly, the great TGW fans, and of course the great members here. Raminated, Yellow Shoptic, and of course Genji Gamer, who was eliminated moments ago, although he did a really good job tonight in this match. But when it comes to Yellow Shoptic, this is a great matchup, and I have to ask you there, Undead, Yellow Shoptic is currently in a plane. This is, again, a great strategy. He has to be the last man standing to insert himself into the #1 contender slot for the championship. But Yellow Shoptic could perhaps maybe be an open target as well there, Undead.
Can I say something? And yeah, he is an open target. Listen, nobody here's got skill. In the last tournament, daggone Zeke used mods, and now Yellow Shoptic being a coward using the plane. I mean, come on, do these people like cheating the way to the end?
It's not cheating, it's not against the rules, it's anything goes.
I don't care what rules are there. That's basically cheating out everything. I hope somebody shoots him down, and I hope he loses. I hope Yellow Shoptic
well, that's the point I was trying to make, though,
hard that he never has the chance to get back up again.
But going back to the point, again, as we've seen so often in the past, Undead, Yellow Shoptic is up midair, could perhaps be a target from someone on ground. Maybe someone on the ground could shoot him down with a sniper, so to speak. So it could be a double-edged sword.
Sniper, you idiot. There's other weapons to shoot at him.
I was just making a point, though. Can you lighten up, please?
Making what?
We got the Gaming Weekly 20,000 subscribers special happening in a couple of weeks, and you're over here being negative.
Yeah, because I really don't care about stupid 20,000.
He's like, oh, I'm diving around.
Because all the fans are stupid, so why should I be celebrating with a bunch of also idiot members, and why should I celebrate with
idiot members? Yeah, okay. The Gaming Weekly, one of the greatest communities of all time. In fact, the greatest community in my estimation. The great fans. We have the greatest fans of all time, and you here are insulting them.
Argument right now.
Because they don't know anything.
Wait just a second, Undead. Yellow Shoptic has been struck down. Yellow Shoptic is now crawling. If he gets eliminated, Raminated's going to be the #1 contender to enter that matchup for the Fortnite Championship in a couple of weeks away. TGW 20,000 subscriber special. Raminated here is going to be the last man standing, I believe. In Yellow Shoptic, the only way Yellow can be revived if Raminated goes up to Yellow and revives him. But again, for this #1 contender opportunity, I don't think Raminated here is going to do it.
10,000 times.
I don't like Yellow, and I don't like Raminated, but I don't like cheaters, which is Yellow Shoptic, so I hope Raminated takes him out.
Well, this is going to be a matchup that's breaking down here because Raminated using his weapon here, trying to take down the opponent at this instant. Perhaps maybe this could be the opening that Raminated needs. Yellow Shoptic is, again, just a couple of seconds away from dying down. Raminated celebrating, he's dancing, he's juking and jobbing here tonight. Great action, of course. Who just got eliminated? Wait a second. Wait just a second. I believe Yellow Shoptic may have been the last man standing there. Did you see that?
No.
I hate everything I just seen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
technically,
a controversial moment here tonight, a part of the Gaming Weekly. Raminated and Yellow Shoptic seem to have been eliminated at the same time. Well, folks, coming up next, we're going to go ahead and submit a round 2 to determine who's going to be the #2 contender, because the #1 slot hasn't been determined just yet.
Wow.
And we're back here tonight on Fortnite AdrianTheVoice and Undead Freaks 78 to determine the #2 contender. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to confirm that the #1 contender is indeed Raminated. He was the last man standing, despite the fact that both Yellow and Ramin went down at the same time. Raminated was the last man standing in that bout, Undead.
Where's the scar?
No. At least Yellow lost, because he's a cheater.
Yellow did a great job. How did he cheat? He was using the plane.
Yeah, he used the plane the whole time. Coward, ran, cheated.
What's wrong with that? He was using his resources.
Listen, I don't care what you think, Adrian. Last word from me is he is a cheater. He deserved to lose. Thank God. I don't like Raminated either. I hope he loses in the tournament, but
that was the best time because I get to demolish him.
Who cares? As long as Yellow was off, because he's a cheater.
I believe Yellow Shoptic is a great #1 contender. However, Raminated, of course, the official contender. And speaking about Yellow Shoptic, he will be joining us a little bit later on here tonight on TGW. Has a huge announcement concerning the Broken Tea Time message. Broken Tea Time returned last week. Yellow Shoptic will have a little bit of a rebuttal to say, but you might want to drop a mine because Fortnite's quick action will cause motion sickness tonight. and we're going to determine who's going to be the number 1 contender. We just already crowned Rominated. We know that already know the number 1 contender, that being Rominated. We know that 1/2 equation for the matchup that's going to be taking place, the one-on-one match for the Fortnite Championship on TGW 20,000 special. But tonight we're going to be determining the number 2 contender. Who's going to be the 2nd contender? We got Goomba Killer 04 and James Dasher along with Diabetes Jesus. Goomba Killer is, well, dancing around right now, juking and jobbing. We're going to go ahead and celebrate. I should say we're going to go ahead and spectate James Dasher. Dasher here is perhaps also another contender who's power hungry for a contendership match. He wants that match to be a Fortnite champion, to be the greatest TGW player along with Diabetes Jesus. But ladies and gentlemen, now leading to the point I was making earlier on, as James Dasher and Diabetes are dancing around on the plane right now, they're celebrating, they are juking and jobbing, but let's not forget this is the last man standing number 1 contender, meaning James Dasher and Diabetes Jesus are going to have to do everything they can for their own self to be the number 1 contender. They can't work together.
You know what I have to say?
What?
And
Everybody in this game right now sucks and are cowards.
I think they're great TGW players. How can you say that? The great TGW fans, they're great members as well. And you're over here being Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative? No, I'm Mr. Right. I'm Mr. Man. I'm Mr. Commentary God, Adrian. Get
Commentary
it right,
goof.
Right? No, listen. Commentary God, not goof. You're pretty stupid if you can't hear me. Get the stupid cheeseburgers out of your ears and listen for once in your life.
That's something you eat 24/7. Nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, well, guess what? You won't disagree with me on this point, because coming up next is a very angry yellowish object. The last time we saw yellowish object was from this past year in the TGW 2-year anniversary, making his return tonight. It has a rebuttal against Broken Tea Time. Broken Tea Time returning last week. Yellowish object joining us right now. Welcome aboard, Yellow. You have something to say concerning Broken Tea Time's announcement he had last week.
Indeed, Adrian. First, it feels good to be back. Two things before I say my announcement. Number 1, Undead. Shut up. You're the worst commentator that I ever heard. Adrian is 100 times better than you.
Finally,
and number two, I know, I heard everything from Broken. So, if Broken I know, I did backstab the Rebel Weekly. And I was proud of every damn second. And if you want, I can show the clip. Play the clip!
Absolutely sickening. Come on, Undead. You could do this.
Hey, Minigun.
Undead Freak 78 could do this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yes.
See? That's the point right there. I was the one who betrayed Minigun Killer 10 back in Call of Duty World War II. And I was proud because it was a high time coming, too. So, and Broken Tea, if you want to fight me and you want to avenge the Rebel Weekly, your deal's not with TGW. Your deal's with me. So you pick the time and the place, and I will gladly destroy the last member of the Rebel Weekly once and for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rebel Weekly War has resurrected Yellowish Object, claiming that he will be taking down the last TRW member. As we just saw the clip from earlier on, it was Yellowish Object, the man who betrayed the Rebel Weekly back in December. You were in that matchup. That's when you were a really good guy, Undead. You were the fan of the Gaming Weekly.
Yeah. He should take notes from me. I was with TGW back then, but you slowly started recently to make stupid decisions that are harming others. And so, you know,
I'm at 100.
I disagree wholeheartedly, though. Real quick, Undead, a little bit of a developing story here tonight in this matchup, because it's Goomba Killer who just got eliminated moments ago. But James Dasher here may die right here, right now. James Dasher free-falling, beating the number 1 contender. Congratulations, is Jesus. Jesus is the number 2 contender, I should say. He's going to be battling Rominated, and it's official. In TGW 20,000, it will be Rominated versus Diabetes Jesus to determine who's going to be the Fortnite champion, the vacant Fortnite champion, in which, of course, I think was stripped out of a couple of months ago by that rat, none other than Salazar Familia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has come down to this here tonight, a part of the Gaming Weekly. This is going to be very disturbing. Over the past couple of weeks, the protesters have been, of course, voicing their opinions, persuading the TGW fans and, of course, the members and the executives to give them the email and password here tonight. Wait a second. As you can see, wait just a second. James Dasher is still crawling. Jesus is dancing right next to the carcass. Dasher is looking at his final stance of a man that is dancing right before our very eyes. And that man is the number 2 contender. James Dasher has been eliminated. Going back to the point I was just trying to make earlier on, here tonight we're going to be joined by none other than Rogue Mimicou. But again, to stress this situation, I mean, I'll tell you one thing, Undead. I mean, here's the thing. The last time we saw Rogue Mimicou, you conducted that interview. He said that Scorch was a dictator, but the TGW executives will be here tomorrow. Can you imagine that? That was the breaking news that was, of course, delivered before the show. We're going to try to usurp their authority here in TGW. But folks, joining us right now, it is Rogue Mimicou. Rogue Mimicou has an announcement before that showdown. For the first time ever, Scorch is going to be strapped inside a crypt, in which, of course, Scorch may die if they do not get the email and password. We have to subscribe to their dumb demands. In my opinion, it's dumb because they don't have any right to abduct anybody, number 1. And number 2, they don't have a right to get the email and password. But nonetheless, they're, well, persuading the executives to give it to them. Rogue Mimicou, welcome aboard.
Shut up.
First off, Adrian,
I'm sorry.
dumb. If you want to talk about dumb, then just listen to your commentary. Anyway, I just want to look at this horrible, terrible community. I mean, you see, Scorch is just suffering inside that glass crypt. You know, the same glass crypt in which Scorch could, you know, potentially drown in if you guys do not do the right thing. You know. Oh, wait. You know what the right thing is? You know, maybe if you use that one brain cell you would. It's to give us, the protesters, the email and password.
After I
Time's
play passive,
ticking
I don't have max.
out. Tick, tock, tick, tock. So how's about this? You do the right thing. I gotta go.
What an uncanny psychopath. Just enjoying himself, thinking this is all good. It's a game, right, to him. And you, Undead, you're a sick man as well. You supporting these protesters.
I mean, of course I am. You're right. You're idiots. Scorch is arrogant. He's a dictator. He deserves to die.
Well, the life and soul of the Gaming Weekly will forever change. Either Scorch's life will die, the heart of Scorch will stop beating, or perhaps maybe in TGW, the heart will stop beating as well because of the email and password is set for these protesters. To these protesters, they will be running things to the ground. Well, folks, I want to talk about this little protesters, or I should say, I want to talk about this little, well, this is going to be very interesting because I'm going to go ahead and talk about what's been going on over the past couple of weeks when it comes to the Renegades. The Renegades now have been grouped up, and now they have vowed to take down this hacker. This hacker has been nothing more but a destructive tendency for the channel, trying to take down this channel, of course. Here tonight, joined by Raminated, the #1 contender, who will be facing Diabetes Jesus for the Fortnite Championship in 2 weeks away, and TGW 20,000 special that will be happening tonight. That will be happening later on. Welcome aboard, Raminated.
Alright, everyone. Thanks, Adrian, for having me tonight. Alright, everyone. I have an announcement to make. So listen up. This hacker knows we're all together now, and it wants to pick us off one by one. In a little bit, we'll go back to that world and scout out the place, because the building is where it lives. That's all.
Developing story for that end as well. For the Renegades.
It's stupid.
Yes, sir.
This is honestly stupid.
These brave young men.
Oh no, you listen for a second. When are they going to learn to give up? They're idiots. I mean, if they were good and if they were going to take down this hacker, they could have a while back. But guess what? No, they haven't been able to. They're weak. They can't do it. Or else they would have burned out. I hope they all fail. I hope this whole channel gets hacked. I hope you suffer, of all people. And I hope they suffer too. Yeah, you.
What did I do?
Goo. You suck at commentary. You hurt my ears. You make them bleed. You are the reason I cry at night sometimes, because you are a nightmare. Well, your commentary.
Don't worry, it's a nightmare working with you every single week as well. As you can see, Diabetes Jesus begin to dissect the opponents. The opponents now surrounding Jesus. Jesus may be in a bit of a trouble here, and crumbling in a heap are the opponents. They're shooting down. Jesus had to entract himself though in the base, and continue this matchup here. Jesus has a critical point at his end. Ladies and gentlemen, in TGW, we cannot wait because we already have the 2 contenders. Now we know the full matchup that's going to be taking place in the greatest entertainment sports broadcast ever. It is the TGW Broadcast 20,000 Sub Special, where we're going to be seeing the one-on-one match for the Fortnite Championship. To recap, Diabetes Jesus won this round. In the first round, it was Raminated. Those two will meet up center of the map. As you can see, Jesus, speaking of which, of course, meeting the opponent from behind.
I'm going to cry when Scorch dies, if he dies. You know why? That's going to be the moment that I'll laugh, that I find joy in the movie, but the rest
How can he find joy of another man dying right before our very eyes? The same man who gave you the TGW broadcasting. Yeah, okay, well, you know what? Imagine if it was you, though. Imagine if it was you. You would want people to support you, to care for you.
It can't be me, because guess what? I would get out of it. I am a musician. I'm like Houdini. I can get out of anything.
Yeah, okay. With that weight of yours, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, a part of the Gaming Weekly. Again, I would like to sign off by saying this. The Renegades have the opportunity to, again, group up. They're going to have the opportunity to go against this hacker. Also, again, Scorch will be here tomorrow night inside a crypt. And the Protestors will be here. Folks, is this the last call for Scorch's life? Will Scorch's heart beat for a final time? Or will the heart of the Gaming Weekly change forever in TGW?
See, let's put that there and that. Oh, hello. You must wait. Were you scheduled for anything? Let me just. Oh yeah, I forgot. Someone was coming to check out the crypt that that Mr. Rogue Mimicou was making. What more he wanted me to make. Yeah, I was just putting on the final touches. If you can look up here, you can see all these dispensers that we were placing. My boys upstairs are actually working on the whetstone wiring right now, so then they all work. Yeah, there really isn't anything else to this place. As we requested, it should all be glass, but we did leave some of the rocks surrounding it, so it's not exactly the prettiest view. Here's just the sleeping area and the chest that we keep our stuff in. Really nothing special. And then right here's the lever that well, I really don't know what it does. I mean, he said just make sure that those things dispense water. Didn't say why. He just said make sure that those things will pour water when I flip a switch. So I guess that's what this does. So yeah, that's really it. I mean, you can stick around, but I'm just actually going up so that. Yet? Oh. Well, okay then. Yeah, if you know any colleagues of a person named Scorch, then tell them that he's not going to be around anymore, because my contractor just told me that this is going to be his final resting place or something like that. And judging by the water that's going to flood this thing, yeah, it seems like he might drown. Or Scorch. Don't even know the guy. Probably a good guy. Oh well.